So we're just going to pull the engine out and put a used engine in it. So to take the engine out, the route I'm going is I'm going to disconnect the battery, and then I'll be just removing the entire front, take the entire front out. Then I'll have access to the engine from here. And then I will take out the intake manifold, because that's the only way to lift this engine out of the place, to be able to attach your chains. This is a lengthy work. You do have to remove transmission bolts, disconnect the torque converter. You do have to remove the exhaust. You do have to disconnect all the coolant lines, exhaust manifolds, like I said, fuel lines, evap lines, all the vacuums, engine, heater core lines. Wiring harness has to be unplugged and removed. When you remove this front end, you'll get access to that stuff so easily that you'll feel comfortable getting this job done faster. If you try to lift this engine up here, you definitely can. It just requires more work, and it's a truck. I'm not a tall guy. I'd be getting stuck trying to get this done. So that's how I'm going to do it. I will make short videos showing you steps of what to remove, where the bolts are hidden. If there's any secrets or tricks, I will share that with you as well. We're going to start by draining engine oil, draining engine coolant, draining the transmission cooler lines, because they will make a mess. Already have done transmission mounts. The top bolt of the transmission is extremely hard to get from bottom. So when you remove the intake manifold from here, secondary and primary, you are able to get to the top two bolts extremely easily. So you get them from top and remove those. I think you can get to 4. There's ground in the back. Make sure you're able to remove those grounds and put them back in when you put the motor in. As you can see, there isn't enough room to get to it. All right, so let's get started. I am going to start this work. I don't have a phone stand to put this up, so apparently I'll come back and show you what I removed and how to remove certain things. To remove the grill, you have to remove 10mm bolt from here, from here, from here, and from here. Then you simply grab the grill from here and pull towards you, because it has a push tab here and push tab here. And then you have another one here. Once you grab and pull on this direction, it should pop out nice and easy. Next, we're going to try to take out the headlight. Okay, everybody, so here's the breakdown. You have 2 bolts here. You have 2 bolts down, 3 bolts down here. They are actually mounted from this side. So you have to get to 1 and 2, and then 3 bolts here. 1, 2, 3. Same on this side. 3 bolts here. 2 bolts here. Once you get these 2 removed, then you have to come down here, remove 1 bolt here, 1 bolt here, and this one here. This will separate the radiator support. Same on the other side. Then you're going to come down here, lift your fuse box up, and you will see this white plug down here. You're going to unplug this, and then 2 more plugs mounted right there. You're going to disconnect those 2 plugs. You're also going to have to disconnect this ground here. And this wire harness will completely disconnect with the radiator and the radiator support. Everything comes out in one piece, just like this. You see it? Everything comes out like that. So the washer bottle you don't have to remove. None of the shutters you have to remove. To get the bumper off, all I did was remove these 3 bolts. 1, 2, 3, and 3 on the other side, and I got the bumper off like that. And I just pulled the bumper, it was disconnected. It was only 1 bolt here holding the bumper and 1 10mm here holding the bumper. You remove these 2 and the entire bumper assembly is out. These are your transmission cooler lines. Have easy access to the motor area. And I'm going to start to go ahead and disconnect some of the engine components. So apparently someone tried to rip the cover off and broke the top cover, and it is glued on. I guess they didn't know about that. We're going to go ahead and connect. See this? It's not connected anywhere. It's just sitting here. So don't worry about it when you put it back together. Let's remove this. Remove the airbox out of the way. And then I'll go ahead and start working on the intake manifold, get the intake manifold out. So once we get this engine area accessed, you can go ahead and remove all your heater core lines. So there's one line right here for the heater core, one line right here, lower radiator, upper radiator hose. Take those out, get them out of your way and drained. Next, we're going to need to work with the wire harness. This harness goes across the engine like this. Over here, plugs into ECU. You're simply going to disconnect these plugs. Well, it's a Jeep, so I don't think Jeep has anything as simple. Like this. So you have this plug, disconnect that. Then you're going to follow this. This is your ground. Remove the ground from here.